Hey guys, CW Comics here. Um, this is going to be a game review, not a comic call, because I just finished playing the the game like I think 2 days ago, but I just wasn't in the mood for doing a video. So now I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a review of the new video game Mad Max. Now, for those of you who have no clue what Mad Max is, here's a little brief history. Mad Max takes place in the post-apocalyptic world in Australia. It takes place in Australia, essentially. And basically, it's about one man named Max Rokitansky, I believe his last name is, who tries to survive in the wasteland. Now, in the game, you play as Max. It's him. And in the game, Max's iconic car, the black Interceptor with the V8 engine, is stolen from him by a warlord named Scabrous Scrotus. Now, I know what you're thinking. What kind of name is Scrotus? I know. My exact same reaction. And, plus, since it's stolen from you, the first thing you do in the game is build a new car. And I think it's really awesome that in this game you get to pick what your car is, and you get to make customizations, paint, exhaust, tires, etc. And now, the person who helps you build this car is named Chumbucket. He's the little hunchback right there. Chumbucket is, like, deformed because he, in this universe that they're in, it was nuclear radiation that ended the world. So, there was like a lot of mutation and illness going on. I guess Chumbucket was one of the unlucky ones. Anyway, the name of your new car in this game is called the Magnum Opus. The Magnum Opus is supposedly the fastest, most meanest car in the wasteland. Now, it is now, the way you get these upgrades for the Magnum Opus is through doing missions and finding scrap. Now, if you ask me, doing the missions is a lot easier because when you have to do scrap, when you look for scrap, sometimes it ends up being like a camp. Now, the main villain in this game is Scabrous Scrotus. After Max's car is stolen from him, he attempts to get it back after they take his clothes and his car. He attempts to get it back. But what he does instead is take a chainsaw to Scrotus's head, right here, right in the middle, and he's still alive. And so, but Scrotus throws Max over the edge and leaves him for dead. And Scrotus is still alive afterwards, and that just pisses him off even more. Now, it's really hard to explain what this game is like, because you sort of have to experience it for yourself. Now, here's the thing about this game that's awesome. Is that it doesn't stay on one level. It's an open world. You can free roam. And that's what I think is pretty cool that Avalanche and Warner Brothers did, was that they made it a free roam game. Now, as you can see on the back, it says, well, look, right here, it says, I'm not sure if you can read. Sorry for that noise, that's the computer. As you can see on the back, right there, it says, build your legend as Mad Max, construct the ultimate survival machine, and tame the savage wasteland. Now, this game was rated M for blood and gore, intense violence, strong language, and use of drugs. That is actually a pretty fair rated game, because this game does have some, not as much as language, but it does have some intense scenes, and it does have some drug references in it, and it's a pretty cool. Overall it's a good game. On a scale from 1 to 10, I give it like a 7 out of 10. Wait, no. Scale from 1 to 10, I give it an 8. That's a pretty good number, 8. It's an 8 out of 10. Another good thing, if you pre-order the game, you get a custom car body called the Ripper. Basically, it's just an extra car body, but also if you pre-order the game, you get an exclusive collectible vehicle, the Magnum Opus, right here. Now, from the trailers, this is the Magnum Opus that you see in the game. So it's a pretty cool looking toy car. Here's one thing I know. Oh yeah, right here it says adult collectible, not a toy. So this is, even though it looks like a toy, it's not meant to be one. I'm not going to open this. Here's one thing I noticed immediately when I saw this, is that that's Tom Hardy's face right there. Because in the recent Mad Max movie, Tom Hardy plays Max. One thing they wanted to do for this game is that they didn't want it to have any prior connection to the previous movies. They wanted it to be its own version. But there are some things in here in this game that I noticed were very similar to the previous movies. Like, for one, his past is the same. And there are some references to the new movie in this game, so I don't know whether or not if this movie is a sequel or a prequel. Most likely a prequel to the game. I mean, to the movie. The new one. I mean, yeah, overall, this game was pretty good. The graphics were okay. There were a few glitches here and there. The thing about this game that's awesome is that you can customize vehicles. You can take enemy vehicles and make them yours, and you can also have a vehicle collection. And at the end of the game, you receive the Interceptor, Max's iconic black car from the movies. And it's pretty fun to drive around in it. But the thing is, though, is that Chum Bucket, the reason he's with you in the game most of the time is so he can repair the car. So if you don't pick a car where Chum Bucket can stand in the back, then you're gonna have to waste scrap trying to fix it. But all in all, it's fun. You do meet people in the wasteland where they allow you to use their forts as a sanctuary, and you help them. And you basically, if you help them, they'll trust you more. You help them with more stuff, they'll give you more stuff, like scrap, ammo, etc. But yeah, it's a real good game, all in all. I'm sorry if I'm seeing, it's because it's hot and I'm tired. Basically, I was up until 2 in the morning. Not playing the game, but just goofing around on YouTube, looking up funny videos and stuff. But yeah, that's it. So yeah, I highly recommend this game to people who love survival games. This game has sort of a Last of Us vibe to it. Keep in mind that in this game also, you do run low, that you do have to look for gas, and that you do have to eat food, because Max's health gets low, you have to eat food. There's a lot of funny Easter eggs in this game too, like for the Dinky Dee dog food from Road Warrior, the original second movie, and yeah, stuff like that. So I recommend this game to any of you guys who like this type of games. But yeah, remember to rate, comment, subscribe for more content. I'll try to have a video this coming weekend. If I go to the comic store, I'll be sure to do a video. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Later.